Really, baby?
We're loving and hating and making scenes. Now we just see everything we believe.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube fam? This is your boy J Money here, bringing you guys that sweet World Chalice deck profile. You guys have probably already seen the live matches from the World Championship Celebration Tournament that took place this past weekend. And yeah, I only lost one match, and that was to Infernoids because, well, Mystic Bite. Card honestly should have been the one to get hit rather than Metaverse, but, you know, that should have been banned, and Kaiser Coliseum should have came back if you really wanted a card like that, but, you know, it's whatever. Regardless, the deck plays, you know, exactly as I intended to, through interruptions, but Floodgates, on the other hand, are a completely different ballgame. What you doing back there, baby? Oh, you trying to get on my lap? Sure, go for it. Oh, man. What you doing? Anyway, the deck plays pretty beautifully. It's definitely going to change when we get the Mega 10s, for sure. There's two cards I probably want to change out now, but I want to showcase the deck profile that I've been playing with for the past week and a half. So with that being said, enough of the talk, guys. Let's just go ahead and jump straight on in. One more thing, guys, before the video starts, I want to let you guys know that we are doing a giveaway for the 2019 Mega 10s. Assuming we hit 2,000 subscribers by August 24th. It's very easy to enter. All you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and, you know, comment Mega 10s down below. To be entered, you can't enter more than once, and I'll be able to keep track with this, you know, random number generator system that we got going on right here. So, yeah, support your boy, and let's get right on to the video. Alright, guys, so starting off with this profile, we of course have our 3 Venus and our 3 Shine Balls. Still the best card in the entire deck. You still win if you resolve this card. Not gonna say anything more. The second best card in the deck, you got your 3 Draco Nets because it's automatic Guard Dragon combo. It by itself automatically equals a Christie and a Hot Red, just by itself, requiring no other cards except some discard targets here and there. And 3 Galaxy Serpent because it is a card you definitely want to open. This is not a Garnet. You know, Galaxy Soldier is... It's the vanilla that you want to see above all else. It really is, because it makes it to where you can start Guard Dragon combos a lot more consistently when you get access to World Chalice Guard Dragon, because the fact that it not only gets access to Miko and it makes World Legacy Guard Dragon live, but it is also a dragon, which is a big deal. Third best card in the deck, your World Legacy World Chalice, and your 3 Lees. These two will actually allow you to play through Nibiru. There's a nice little, there's a very likely scenario that I have that I basically came up with if your opponent actually drops a Nibiru on you during, you know, basically on your 5th or 6th summon. I've figured out exactly how to play through it. Simply because Nibiru gives you a token. That is your saving grace if you're playing this deck, because you turn the token into a Link Spider. If you have a vanilla in your hand at the time you summon Lee, because that's already after your 5th summon, and then Nibiru you, then you would search this. If you already have this, and the Nibiru gets dropped on you upon this effective search, then you would just search a vanilla, make Link Spider, summon the vanilla, make Imduck, tribute the Link Spider for this, make Aurum, and still continue your Guard Dragon combos. So that's how that works. For the last World Chalice monsters, you got 2 Guard Dragons, 1 Chosen and 1 Beckon. No reason to play Crown because Galaxy Serpent is the better card simply for the fact that it is a dragon. Alright guys, so that's it for the Chalice monsters. Now we got some extenders. We have 2 Defrag Dragons, a Wyvern Burster, and a Collapse Serpent. Now, this has been really dead for the past 2 tournaments. This is always the dragon I keep seeing. I never open this, I always open this. For some odd reason, it's almost never live. And by the times it is live, it really never even mattered or contributed to my combo. But there has been quite a few situations just in 2 tournaments alone where I really wish I had World Legacy's Heart in my deck like I used to. It just allowed me to play that grind game that a lot of these decks are trying to play now. So I'm likely just going to take these 2 out and play 1 copy of World Legacy's Heart in my deck and a 3rd copy of Defrag Dragon and just call it a day. Alright, next we have our Rotar for our Guard Dragon combos. 1 Levianeer. This used to be a Darkness Metal for the longest time, but Levianeer is just so much better. It really is. I realized that a lot of times when I go first, the only reason I will even summon Darkness Metal is if I have this in hand. If I don't have this in hand, then I'm summoning this 9 times out of 10. And I figured if I go second, which would I rather see, a Darkness Metal or a Levianeer? To bait, negate, or potentially bust some cards on my opponent's board. So the obvious choice was, oh, Levianeer. So, yep, Levianeer was beautiful in the past 2 tournaments. I'm not going to lie on that one. I love Levianeer. Alright, so we got our 2 level 9 targets. Now, in one of the replays, I ended up banishing this for Levianeer as one of my light targets. For some reason, I thought this was light because all of the BESs are light, which is weird. But in that replay, it really didn't matter because I had this engraved, I had Venus and stuff engraved. So I had the light targets anyway. But yeah, keep in mind this is not a light, guys. This is not a light. We play this because if your opponent controls more monsters than you, you can summon this with hand. It's a level 9. This is just a free 2500 beat stick. It's just another extender. If you go second, it's another body. And yeah, you gotta play the Kaiju because you're playing VFD. So yeah. Next, we got our Wincons, we got our Gamma Seal, and our Archer Christia. Gamma Seal is just, man, I'm surprised more decks that play Saryuja, like Link Spamish decks, don't play Waterfront and Gamma Seal. I swear, if more Link decks started playing Waterfront and Gamma Seal, Saryuja would probably have been hit by now. And Christia just wins games by itself. Yeah, no questions asked. Alright, that's it for the monsters, guys. Spell cards. We have 3 unexpected dies. I gotta get 2 more supers. Yeah, this is a card you definitely want to see. Even if you see multiples, is not a bad thing. It's really not. People often will try to negate this with like Ash Blossoms and stuff. So if you have a second one, that's cool. You saw in one of my matches how I held on to a second one. The guy cleared my board, and then I just resolved the second one. It was good. And you want to, 9 times out of 10, you want to summon Galaxy Serpent with this. But if you already have it in your hand, then you'll summon a Beacon instead, so you can keep Chosen in your deck in case you get into an emergency teleport. 3 Called by the Grave. Self-explanatory. You don't like hand traps, even though you can play through them. You prefer not to. 2 Waterfront. Yep, because win condition. Emergency teleport, Foolish Burial. Staples at this point. I would honestly probably recommend finding space for Twin Twisters after the Megatons come out, because I sense a lot more control decks on the rise. And plus, you know, Twin Twisters is a quick play spell which you can also use to chain in response to the Dark Ruler spell, and use Hot Red to turn, you know, off the the Dark Ruler spell, so you can keep your board. Last few spells, we got Monster Reborn, World Legacy Succession, World Legacy Guard Dragon, and World Legacy Monstrosity. Alright, so yeah, these are all World Legacy cards. There will be a 5th one because Heart is going to be one of them, especially when it comes to those control decks. This accesses your VFD. This makes it to where if you don't have an extra extender, this gives you that, and it lets you move Guard Dragon stuff over to trigger their stuff rather early. And of course, you got to play Succession as your follow-up card to search. As you've seen in the match versus Trap Tricks, I searched out Succession and Succession out the Gamma Seal. and was about to use Saryuja to summon Gammas, or Christia from hand, but, you know, opponent scoop. Alright, so that's it for the main deck, guys. Got a beautiful field center. Extra deck, best card in the entire extra deck, you got your World Chalice Miko. This honestly is what allows you to play through so many hand traps, or even more hand traps than you were able to, because both of its effects are really, really strong. If you already have combo pieces in your hand, and they ash this, I mean, you're in a really prime spot. I've had a lot of people ash this effect to add, and I'm just like, okay, well, I really don't need it because I have an extra extender in hand, so I can still pull out a Guard Dragon combo anyway. I'll probably just draw into what I was going to search with Saryuja or Ningirsu anyway, so screw it. And if they ash this effect to special summon, again, you probably had another extender in hand. You probably searched the other extender with being World Legacy Guard Dragon. And it's like, even if they ash this effect to special summon, you likely already have the full combo anyway. So, like, both effects are just really strong. So it's like, hand trapping that card, it's like something you feel like you have to do, but at the same time, it feels like a waste of time. Next, you got your Link Spider, you got your Imduck, and then you got your Pissy, your LP, and your Agarpain. Link Spider is a lot more important now than what it used to be, and it's going to be even more important when Nibiru ends up dropping, if you don't have the outs to it. Link Spider will basically help you keep going, because Nibiru gives you a token, and, you know, this deck kinda loves normal monsters, so yeah. Link 2s, you got your Repro, your Nightmare Phoenix. Yeah, you need some kind of card to pop back though, guys. Period. Your Ib, your Aura. Those are your Link 2s. I love these two cards right here. Would allow you to access Guard Dragon stuff. If you, in certain situations, as you've seen in one of the matches versus Infernoid, if you're going this route and you're getting interrupted and you're in an awkward spot, then you can just link this and another monster to Repro, summon a Chalice monster out of your hand, and then link this in an Ib into a Saryuja. After turning the monster you summon, after you link this into Repro, you're going to summon a Chalice monster to one of the zones, turn it into a dragon, link these two into a Saryuja, make LP, and just keep going. So that's how that worked. And I came up with that, like, literally in that match, like, on the spot. I'm like, huh, that's pretty good. I actually have an out. So, yeah, Ningirsu, I've resolved it quite a few times. Like, once a match, I'll summon this card. Giving you the additional cards is pretty huge, especially if your opponent negated your Miko effect to search, like, let's say your Monstrosity. So it could potentially get you into it, and if not, it'll just get you deeper into your deck to when you make Saryuja, you could probably get into it. So yeah. Also, 2 Saryuja Skull Dreads, because it's still at 3. If this gets limited, then I'll just play the Red Eyes Link and have a good day. Last 2 extra decks, we got Hot Red and VFP. So you can just solidify those really, really huge points. So all in all, I love the extra deck. I like how flexible it is. I like how I can actually play Ningirsu again. It feels like I'm not playing World Chalice if I'm not playing Ningirsu. It really feels that way. I feel like it's not truly World Chalice. It's not a World Chalice deck without Ningirsu. So, yeah. Side deck, guys. Thanos Dragons, I only saw it once. Never resolved it. Quite frankly, never even needed to. Let's see. Gammas and Driver. I think I resolved it once, but I don't think it was too good or too necessary. Again, a lot of these cards are just going to get replaced with promos, so, you know, yeah. Mind Controls is going to be the first one to get replaced with promos. Why would I play Mind Control to steal a monster to attempt to break a board when I can just play Nibiru or Dark Ruler No More? You know what I mean? Not to mention, I will keep Thanos in because you can just draw into Nibiru with Thanos, potentially. So that solves your, your spear mode is better because you can draw into it for your 6th card. Well, if you have Thanos, then yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You'll just draw into it anyway. Assuming you didn't already just hard draw it or open it. I mean, it can also get you into a Dark Ruler No More as well. So I feel if Thanos doesn't get printed in the Megatons, then it's going to be really, really expensive. Like, incredibly expensive. Because, you know, getting into those promo cards are going to be more important now than ever before. So, 3 evenly matched. I sided these in almost every match. And every time I saw it, it was really good. I really do like these. I really love Galaxy Cyclones. Likely, I think these are going to get replaced for like the quick play spell, like let's say Mystical Space Typhoon. Again, just more ways to play around Dark Ruler No More. You want to chain any kind of spell to make it to where Hot Red is live. And Red Reboot. I saw this once against the Infernoid, but after I saw it, it was already too late. Mystic Mind was already on the board, and plus he activated Mystic Mind via Demise of the Land anyway, and not Metaverse, so, yeah. So, anyway, guys, that's the deck profile. So, guys, that is it for me. So, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on that deck profile regarding, you know, what you like, what you didn't like. You know, feedback's always welcome. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are down in the comments below. Don't forget to be subscribed to the channel and comment Megatons down below if you really want to be entered for those Megatons. You know, plus, you know, the extra subscribers and comments, you know, helps you boy out. And all that great. So, that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing out.